KZN Future 50, powered by F&B Business and East Coast Radio, is up next. Stay tuned as we spotlight an unstoppable business shaping our future's province.
They say it's just business, but it's so much more for us as Mzansi businesses. It's about showing up every day on every street corner, B&B, barbershop, farm, franchise, and manufacturer. Because giving up is just not an option. It's about the comfort we, as over 1 million unstoppable businesses, feel from having F&B Business behind us. They help us stay unstoppable. Help changes everything. Global Finance 2024 Best SME Bank in South Africa. F&B, a division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized FSP and credit provider.
The KZN Future 50 with Pavlo Fatidis, inspiring KZN's business future.
It's time for KZN Future 50, and for that we have Pavlo Fatidis from Auric. Good morning, Pavlo.
Good morning, Carmen.
Well, tell me, which business will you be featuring today and why did you pick them?
Well, this business, I think, whether you know it or not, has touched almost everyone in KZN, plus South Africa, and significant chunks of people from across the world too. It's called Impi Events. And what they do is they run a series of outdoor adventure and entertainment events. They are best known for the biggest music festival in South Africa called Splashy Fen. And when they got involved, Splashy Fen was enjoying about 2,500 visitors. They have increased it to around 10,000 visitors, which brings remarkable economy into the economy of KZN. And that's just one of the events that they have conceptualized and managed and feed and grow and build year on year on year.
So what makes them special enough to be on the KZN Future 50?
Okay, so don't take this the wrong way, but very often when you run an eventing business, it's almost like a one-night stand. You work hard on the one-night stand. You deliver your event, and once you've done the event, the gig is done, and there's no certainty necessarily that you, the eventing business, will get it again next year or will necessarily get the next event. It can be a very, very flighty business. And here's the thing. If you think about people in the eventing industry, the level of creativity that they need to have for the audiences attending the event in order to create remarkable experiences is a true talent. And when you can't turn that talent into a recurring, stable, consistent business, it can be very frustrating and it can be heartbreaking. Stu has done the exact opposite. He has not only delivered great events, but more importantly, what they've gone and done is created their own events. And when you have your own event and you can build that event to occur year after year after year, you have cracked the code of building a very successful eventing business. Another example, besides Splashy Fen, is they conceptualize the still Umfolozi Outrun, located in Umfolozi Game Reserve, the oldest game reserve in Africa. And what they do is every year they invite and have places for 300 trail runners to run through this game reserve that houses the Big Five. It is a bucket list opportunity for trail runners globally, and they've managed to crack the code on building eventing properties just like that.
Where will Impi Events be in 5 years?
Besides being able to creatively conceptualize beautiful events, eventing experiences, besides having the empathy for the audiences that come there to create these experiences, you also need to have a head for technology. The big challenge with all these events is to find the most appropriate sponsors, because sponsors in many ways create a reason for the event to exist, bring life to an event that would be different without a sponsor, and make attendance at these events more affordable for the audiences that come to them. But here's the thing, financial people are very reluctant to spend money on marketing related activities. They're especially reluctant to spend money on marketing events that can't directly give you a measured return on that marketing spend. So how do you create an argument for any finance manager of a sponsor organization to turn this perceived one-night stand event into a longer, more enduring, measurable outcome? We have the opportunity nowadays, whether it be RFID tags and wristbands, our watches, our phones, wearable tech is burgeoning. It's across the board in almost everything. When you go to an event, if you load your phone or your digital wallet with your spend, your budget for the event, and for example, you go to Splashy Fen, you might want to visit one or two of the tents, you might want to enjoy one or two of the shows. For so long as you have a digital tag, you're able to indicate the behavior and the performance of the visitors at the event. And what that means is it turns visitors data into real opportunities that make it available for sponsors to make more informed decisions. If I can understand who visits these events as a sponsor, and I can see that those visitors would see value in my products and services as a sponsor, I'm more likely to then engage with you as the event manager to actually support the event and become a long-term enduring sponsor.
Pavlo, what can KZN do to support Impi events?
In 2018, I found myself at an event at the UK Department for International Trade, and we were based out of London at this event. And who showed up? The current Premier of the Western Cape, Alan Winde. He was the head of economic development within the Western Cape. And I sat there astounded because Alan Winde was busy pitching the Western Cape as an economy that can do business with the United Kingdom. A lot of economic development ministers that sit within our provinces have the opportunity to do this. And in 2016, we did it. Durban engaged in a series of meetings in the UK, and they struck deals with Newcastle and County Durham. And these deals established partner city relationships where we would look to export product into those cities will look to export product into our city. When these deals are done, largely by politicians, when the ink dries, little follows on. Stu Berry, who's one of the founders of Impi Events, has international rugby reffing experience. He is so well connected across the UK, across Australia, across New Zealand, the big rugby nations that we have played against, across Italy. Our Minister Zondi, who oversees the Department of Economic Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs in KZN, were to engage with Stu Berry, and the two of them sat down together. With Stu Berry's opportunity and ability to create these exciting outdoor events that leverage the heritage of KZN, I think we can get business and government bringing new business that never existed before into KZN. These two gentlemen need to meet, and we at ECR should facilitate that meeting, Carl.
Pavlo Fatidis from Auric is joining us for KZN Future 50. So thank you so much for joining us, Pavlo. If you want to get involved in the KZN Future 50, you go to ecr.co.za. You can find all the info you might need on every single company that we feature.